Hi, my name's Alicia. I'm with Myriad Group, and today we are in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan at Sask Made Marketplace, here to learn a little bit more about three farmers and their wonderful camelina oils and roasted chickpea snacks. So Natasha, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Natasha, so you're CEO of Three Farmers Products. Tell us a little bit about the Three Farmers brand and what they're really all about.
Right. So Three Farmers is a Saskatchewan-based brand. So we sprung up about 6 years ago with a product called camelina oil. And our brand is really focused on value-added agriculture. So taking the crops that we grow here, adding value, and then taking them to the consumer in a direct way. About natural food, so minimal processing. Wholesome food, so they have to be inherently nutritious based, and then traceable. So all of our products are actually traceable back to the farmer in the field in which they were grown. So it's a very transparent supply chain.
Right. So you guys started, you said, about 6 years ago with this oil called camelina oil. And what exactly is camelina?
Camelina is actually an ancient oil seed. It is a non-genetically modified seed that originated in parts of Northern Europe, and we now grow it in Saskatchewan. So as mentioned, it's an oil seed, so it's cold pressed. So we just use high pressure, very low heat, and squeeze the oil out of the seeds and bottle it up. So it's very, very natural, very minimal processing. This oil is actually very unique. It's very high in omega-3s, so nutritionally dense, high in omega-3s and vitamin E, and it has a 475-degree Fahrenheit smoke point.
Wow.
So very versatile in the kitchen. It has a lovely, grassy, almost asparagus-like flavor to it, so beautiful for salads and dips and dressings. But with that high smoke point, you can cook with it, saute, roast, sear, and it does not break down.
Right. So basically, you're saying this is my salad oil and my cooking oil, because typically lots of people will purchase like 3 or 4 different types of oil for different things.
Correct, yeah. So it's your salad oil, your cooking oil, and your omega-3 supplement all wrapped up into one great product. So you're getting 4 grams of omega-3 per tablespoon of product. So it really is a nutritious oil to be using in your everyday cooking.
Right. And so when I do make, say, like if I want to make homemade dressings and stuff like that, does it combine with flavors really well and emulsify really well? Is it really versatile?
Yeah, so it's a very, very light oil. It's not as heavy as, say, an olive oil. So it actually plays up other flavors. It doesn't sort of sabotage them, and it really enhances them. And you can refrigerate it. It doesn't gel in the cooler like, say, an olive oil would, because it is that light consistency. So you can throw it in the cooler for a few days, and the flavors just get better and better, and it doesn't gel up.
Right. And then that 475 Fahrenheit smoke point, that's really high. That's comparable to refined oils. So you're saying I can use this for stir frying. I can do simple things like even pop my popcorn in it.
Yeah, 100%. We have lots of customers that pop their popcorn in it. But stir frying, roasting, searing, it is not a problem. That is a high smoke point, and it really protects the omega-3s in there, so it doesn't break down.
And so why is it that it's stable like that? So say a flax is high in omega-3, but I can't cook with flax. Why can I cook with camelina? And
camelina oil has a very unique vitamin E content, so it's called gamma tocopherols. So they're very high in camelina oil, and you wouldn't see that high level in other oil seeds, and that's what lends itself to keeping it stable. Those antioxidants wrap themselves around those omega-3s and really protect them through the cooking process.
Right. And what does camelina look like when it grows?
It actually grows, it flowers like a mustard plant would actually. So it's got really bright yellow flowers when it's growing. And then when it's fully potted and ready for harvest, it's sort of a fiery red crop.
Right. But it is an allergen-free product.
Yes, yeah. It's allergen-free, non-GMO. It's a nut-free, gluten-free product as well.
All right, great. And I noticed you had talked about traceability, and that's on with this batch number here.
So our camelina oil is grown internally by our 3 farmers specifically. So every lot code gets its own batch, and you can go onto our website, punch in that batch, and it'll pop up exactly who grew your crop, when it was grown, where it was grown, the details about when it was pressed. Because it is very important with oils that you know when they were pressed to ensure that they are good, that they are fresh, and they haven't oxidized over time.
Right, so ancient oilseed, non-GMO, Canadian grown and made, gluten-free, allergen-free, high smoke point, beautiful for salads. It's a well-rounded, beautiful oil, and I see you have 2 flavored oils here as well.
Yeah, so we use natural extracts, very tiny amounts, to simply flavor the oil. So it has all these same nutritional components as the original, except just different flavors. So we have a roasted onion and basil and a roasted garlic and chili.
And I noticed you point out sort of saying the basil one's beautiful for salads and like bread dipping, and then the garlic and chili, obviously, because it has chili like for stir fries or pasta.
Yeah, pastas and stir fries, because that heat does come through in the cooking. It's really lovely.
Right. Okay, and then we have these beautiful roasted chickpeas. So how did we jump from doing camelina oil into chickpeas?
Well, as mentioned, our brand, Free Farmers, is really all about value-added agriculture. We look at the crops that we grow here in Saskatchewan and we add value to them. So chickpeas, Saskatchewan actually grows 80% of the chickpeas grown in Canada.
Wow.
So we do a whole bunch of chickpea growing here. And so all of our chickpeas are sourced here in Saskatchewan. And then we dry roast them. So they're not oil roasted, they are dry roasted. So like you would do at home in your own oven, except on a larger scale.
Right.
So they're soaked to a high saturation point. We then put them in the oven on trays and they're dry roasted, and they literally pop off those trays, creating air pockets within the chickpea, giving them a very nice airy texture to them. They're not hard, they're not soft, they have a really great consistency.
Right, the dry roasting is great because typically snacks like this are probably fried.
Yeah, a lot of chickpea stacks would be fried, so this is a much healthier alternative. The roasting process conserves all of the high fiber and the high protein qualities of the product as well.
Right, and so, you know, there's no such thing as a GMO chickpea, so these are clearly non-GMO as well. Are they nut-free, gluten-free, any other
They
things?
are, yes. All of our chickpeas are nut-free. They're made in nut-free facilities. They're gluten-free. They're all allergen-free. All of the seasonings that we formulated are allergen-free. So they're 100% safe for all consumers to use. We actually use our camelina to bind the seasoning to our chickpeas, so it really brings our brand full circle. We're using all natural ingredients, a cold-pressed oil, as opposed to a refined or chemically extracted oil that most other snack foods would use. The chickpeas really hit home our promise to source natural and healthy, wholesome ingredients.
Right, and then you can obviously be really clean eating the fact that you're using that oil, clean seasonings, and just chickpeas are. So what is the nutritional property of chickpeas mostly?
So chickpeas are very high in protein and fiber, and because of that high protein level, it actually helps curb your appetite, so it fills you up faster, it makes you full faster. So high protein, high fiber. Because of the camelina oil that we use, they are a source of omega-3 as well. And then there's a myriad of other attributes to it. Vitamins, manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, wonderful all minerals that are contained in chickpeas.
Right, so basically a superfood crop that you've turned into a really great
Definitely.
snack. So do you only use it for snacking? I see you have 5 different flavors.
We do have 5
here.
flavors
Can you
here.
speak to each of the flavors?
Sure.
And
Yeah, so we have a lightly salted, we have a balsamic and cracked pepper, barbecue, sea salt and lime, and then a maple frosted, which is our sweet take on the chickpeas. So the lightly salted and the balsamic and cracked pepper, sea salt and lime for that matter as well, really lovely as salad toppers as well. You can use these in your cooking and in your dishes. So salad toppers, soup toppers, they add a nice crunch in replacement to crackers. They're gluten-free, so you can use them instead of croutons. So they are a fantastic snack, great to throw in your purse or when you're on the go, but they are really great as a salad and soup topper as well.
great. Wow, so it sounds like some really great products, a really true and awesome Saskatchewan, Canada story. Thank you very much, Natasha, for telling us about the camelina oil and the roasted chickpea snacks. If you have any more questions or perhaps want to place an order, just check out the Myriad Group app.